Good morning, guys. I just fired up sparkling watermelon. That's that candle I got at Bath and Body Works the other weekend. I'm coming in with the Timeless Q10 serum. I just did my Omnilux contour. I've been doing it in the morning. I think this is my 4th or 5th bottle of it, I want to say. It has hyaluronic acid, matrixyl, and CoQ10. But I think the Omnilux is starting to firm a bit. Give me a little firmness here. Sunscreen, I'm still using this, even though it's too dark for me. The UV Daily Deep Tinted Face. I've been alternating this with the Deep Tint UV Clear. I purchased these just to see what the tint was like so I could share it with you guys. I mean, it comes out really deep. I feel like it looks like I have Sunless Tanner on my face. Y'all, I was just looking. I've had my Kasari electric kettle for 2 years at this point, I think. I purchased it around this time. It's probably one of my most loved, most used kitchen tools, kitchen electronics. There you go. Well guys, I'm here at Walgreens. I actually just finished filming a Walgreens Shop With Me video, which should be up already at this point, but I went ahead and put on this little dress that I've been wearing. It's so comfortable for summer. It's got pockets and these cute little ruffly sleeves. Whew, it is a doozy of a hot one today, let me tell you. Got my sunscreen on. I'm wearing Bullfrog on my arms and legs because I have rather been enjoying the Quick Gel formula for the humidity. Hopefully, now that I have rediscovered it, it does have fragrance in it. That's the one downside, but the fragrance isn't too bad. I don't mind it on my arms and legs. And I also love it on my chest as well, like upper chest. But what I love the most about using it is that it's such a fast absorbing quick dry formula. It's not greasy. It does have alcohol denaturing in it, which is not a problem. Some people find it drying, but in the case of like heat and sweat and humidity, it's a lot more comfortable to wear. Now that being said, if you have a cream or oil, body oil on the skin and you try and put the gel formula on over that, it will pill. It 100% will pill. So keep that in mind. That happens a lot with, you get that incompatibility with gels versus certain creams, or sometimes real silicone based products, you know, heavy products will be incompatible with certain makeup products. I was looking, you know, the latest craze is they are rebranding scented lotions as all over body deodorants. It's like, crush me, I'm a grape. And I think it's Dove has one, of course. Dove has turned into like the fast fashion of skincare because they're constantly coming out with stuff left and right and then discontinuing things. But they're all over this, you know, total body deodorant craze that's going on right now. But at the end of the day, it's kind of just like a scented moisturizer. I'm here at an intersection and I hate it when this happens because the next light is out. So it's just blinking there. But this light, well, it turned now, it's yellow and it's gonna turn red. This light was green. And so I'm not able to go through the intersection because I'll be stuck in the middle of the intersection. But one thing when this happens here, unfortunately it didn't just now happen, but you will get somebody up on your tail who wants you to go hang out and live on the edge in the intersection. It's like, I'm not gonna do that. Cool your jets. Just because it's green, it does not mean I have to go because I don't really have anywhere safe to go. It drives me bonkers. Wherever it is you have to be is not worth me pulling out into traffic because then people are gonna be livid if I'm stuck out there. I mean, it's just like, follow the rules. They're there for a reason. But yeah, we have, that's one thing about here. Our traffic lights are oftentimes will go out randomly. Well, we've had you know, some storms and things lately. So there's that. And it's always such a nuisance because this is a very car-centric place to live. And so when a traffic light goes out, it's like, oh, geez, this is going to take forever. But I'm on my way to Big Lots because I've not been there in a hot minute. And I want to see if they got any fun stuff in for summer because, you know, why not? We have a sun hat here, $14.99, UPF 30, not too bad. Does it have a, oh yeah, it's got a chin strap. Ooh, well, the Americana is out for the summer. Like, I swear, Dove, I was saying this, they've become like the fast fashion of body washes because these were going to be all the rage. Remember, what was that, a few years ago? The body wash concentrate, aluminum refillable thing. And now, like, presumably they're here. So I don't know if they're going to discontinue them because oftentimes things appear in Big Lots when they're, you know, on their way to becoming discontinued, which is annoying. Plus this line was new a few years ago, and they've come out with a new body wash line that has like similar featured ingredients, but it's like totally different packaging and marketing, so it looks all new, and then you forget about these. It's wild to me. Probably the same exact thing, honestly. Same thing with Olay. They come out with a lot of different body washes. Ooh, these look comfortable. Laura Ashley, that is a brand you don't see too much anymore. They were all the rage back in the 90s. Oh my gosh, I was just in Walgreens doing a shop with me video, and this was in there, and I was whining in the video about how who would pay, I think they were charging $40 for this in Walgreens, and here we are in Big Lots, no more than 15 minutes after the fact, literally, and here it is for $14.99. Now, it's probably closer to the expiration date than what you would get in Walgreens. April 2025, I mean, that's not that far away. Yeah, so if you have discovered that sunscreen moisturizer, fallen in love with it, check Big Lots because, man, this is body oil collagen from Dead Sea collection got going on. It has soybean oil, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, mineral oil. It has vitamin K, which actually, you know, theoretically may help with dark circles. This does have fragrance. I wonder if it's any good though. I'm not really one for body oils because I just find they're kind of unnecessary, unhelpful. Although I do like them for flaky skin, for exfoliating flaky skin. This is a deal, although I'm not allowed to buy colored nail polish because I rarely ever use it, but China Glaze is a really good nail polish. $5.99. Those are pretty colors. It's pretty for like spring. Here are these Age Embrace pre-cleansed shower butters. I remember rolling my eyes, like that you would have a moisturizer that you would then put on and then use a body wash to wash it off. Like, it seemed like such a gimmick. And here they are. Although I must say, when these came out around the holidays, I was tempted. Anything where they put that peppermint bark on it, I'm like, sign me up, I'll try it. Even though I was complaining to you guys, like, why are they putting peppermint in my foot cream? But yeah, I know, I'm a walking contradiction. These are fun. Look, they have the little rocket pop, bomb pops for little sticks. Oh my gosh, doesn't that look like fun? A sprinkler, Mr. Monster sprinkler. We're just talking about kitchen gadgets this morning. I'm always like drawn to them, but I wonder if this nostalgia stand mixer is any good because I always am on the fence about getting a KitchenAid one because it's just not something I will use regularly. But man, when there's something I want to make that requires it, it's like, oh, I wish I had one. This is neat because it duals as a handheld one too. Hamilton Beach is pretty good. What is this, a pasta machine? I had a pasta machine that I used to use with my polymer clay when I was really into polymer clay. I used to use it to roll out the clay. It was a handheld one, not fancy like this, but... Now the hot dog toaster seems a bit like wasted countertop space. Ooh, this is something that looks useful. This mesh basket, that's really pretty. You could put like your towels in there, like, you know, linens and things. It's meant for outside. I don't know, I guess you could put flowers in there. All right, I'm back and I changed into my house clothes, as I call them. Yeah, whenever I've been out running errands, when I get back, I like change out of my clothes because especially if the pollen count is really high, you would be surprised. You bring in those little pollen particles. If you're prone to allergies like I am, that can really jack you up. It can really mess you up, mess up your sleep, especially if you lay down in your bed, and also can contribute to dust mites and things of that sort. I'm not like an extreme like germaphobe. It's not that, like, I'm really not germophobic at all, but truthfully, like the pollen, especially here, I mean, Houston is like a pollen, mold spore, like flora, fauna, and it gets zhuzhed up, and the humidity, it's just like, yeah, I will always change out of my clothes when I get home. I ordered a new pair of shoes from the Amazonian because I heard good things about this brand, so let's check them out. The brand is Lemon Jelly, and honestly, I have the hardest time actually finding shoes that do not have leather, and that are also not like junky. And these look promising. I needed a new pair of like little sandals to wear with dresses and stuff because I love wearing little sundresses in the summer. I'm trying to do this with one hand and I'm failing miserably. Doesn't that look cute though with the box and my tea set? I'm just loving that. They look like they were gonna be really supportive as far as flip-flops. Comment below, do you call them flip-flops? Do you call them slippers? I know people in Hawaii call them slippers, right? Chancletas. They look cute. What do you guys think? I wonder if I'll have to have a hard time breaking that part in. The little tag says they're vegan approved, made in Portugal. And to keep your lemon jellies looking as new for longer, we recommend to wipe them gently with a damp, soft cloth. If wet, let your pair dry naturally in the shade to avoid damaging the material, color, and texture. All right, these are comfy. They have pretty good support too. I think I'm gonna like these. They had several different colors. I had a darker color that I was gonna get. I added it to cart and was about to check out and they're like, sorry, it's gone. I hate it when that happens. It rarely ever happens. And because sometimes Amazon will be like, this item is in 500 people's carts. Like it's never gonna exist if you don't, but you know, they try and bully you into buying something. You're like, chill, like I don't fall for that. Well, this time they were not lying because I had it in my cart and it like wouldn't let me check out. And they're like, sorry. You snooze, you lose. But yeah, I think I'm gonna like these. Aren't they cute for wearing with little sundresses? But I'm definitely gonna keep this shoebox because it looks like it'll be good for storing stuff. And I like the colors on it. It's festive. So I've been consistent with my Omnilux for the past, I want to say going on a month. I've been doing it. I'm definitely noticing the diminishment in little fine lines around here, and also just overall better firmness, and my skin feels a lot more hydrated, which is consistent, you know, with the results that you see with low-level laser therapy, red and infrared, for photo rejuvenation. And I also noticed that my skin tone up and around here seems a little brighter too. I was comparing photographs from right before I first started, so it's certainly having an effect again, because remember, I bought it myself a long time ago and used it for a while and definitely saw results, which I shared with you guys in my initial review. And then I stopped using it for a while, just kind of fell off of it. And that's the thing about Omnilux or any device really, you have to stay consistent with it. You also have to have realistic expectations. It's not going to, you know, lift up skin laxity. It's not going to, you know, make a huge difference in deep creases. You might get like a very, very subtle softening, but it's not going to do like what Botox does at all. Okay, like I don't get Botox myself. You know, I tried it many years ago before I was ever on YouTube for a few times, and then it, you know, it wears off. So I don't do Botox on myself or, you know, any kind of neurotoxin. But so if you do that, you know, don't expect those kind of results with a device like this. Also, how does it compare to just using a retinoid? I would love to see studies like that. You likely get synergy between the two because the low-level laser therapy, the photobiomodulation, it has anti-inflammatory properties, and it also helps with hydration in the deeper layers of the skin through a different mechanism because it's all via the mitochondria, whereas retinoids are working for at the gene level. So I think, you know, it's probably something where you get a synergistic effect. I finished CeraVe Healing Ointment. I had a big tub of it. I finished Vaseline recently, and in my skincare stash I had another tube of the Cetaphil Healing Ointment. Let me know if you've tried this one. I really like it. This is like my second or third jar of it because I go through ointments like this pretty quickly. I use these on my feet and my lower legs a lot, but in contrast to Vaseline and Aquaphor and CeraVe Healing Ointment, this one is a little bit almost thinner-like in consistency. I mean, it works the same way. You still get the same effects and everything. It's just kind of a different texture. It has, you know what it is? I think it's something with the shea. It has shea butter and it has a microcrystalline wax, and I think those two things together make it almost a creamier ointment in a way. So it's just a subtle difference in texture. And I'm curious if anyone who does slugging, where you put an ointment on your face, do you find that you get along better with certain ointments? Like, do you get along better with just plain petroleum jelly, or do you prefer Aquaphor? Do you prefer CeraVe Healing Ointment? Have you tried this? Like, do you prefer the texture consistency, or B, do you like actually feel like one is better than the other in terms of the outcome? Because at the end of the day, they're all working to reduce transepidermal water loss. For me personally, I love just plain Vaseline. This is great, but CeraVe Healing Ointment does have, I've noticed, a bit of a lip plumping, hydrating effect, and I think it's, you know, logic would follow, it's probably from the hyaluronic acid, which helps with moisture retention and skin's outermost layer. I really see it the most on my lips. But let me know if you're someone who does the slugging thing. It's really a good thing to try out if you get real dry skin in the winter, which, as a side note, even though it's summer, you can still have dry skin. And one reason that contributes to that is actually sweat. Ends up drying out the skin quite a bit. Plus, people maybe going in the pool, spending more time outdoors, the elements dry out your skin. So just because you're sweating a lot, don't assume that your skin is moisturized. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap this vlog up here. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.